Hi everyone, welcome to Elsie's Thrifted Jewelry. This is my first sterling silver sale, and you're probably wondering, why is there a Ouija board, Lisa, on the screen? Well, funny you should mention that, because this month is Spooky October month. I happen to be a very big horror fan, and my husband decided he was going to make me a baby Ouija board uh, for the purpose of to have. Now, personally, I don't play Ouija boards, but since this is October and my first sterling silver sale, I figured, well, let's ask a couple questions and see what happens. So the first question I was going to ask is Lisa going to make any sales on this video? Oh, looks like it's a yes. Yay for Lisa. The next question I was going to ask is, am I going to make millions of dollars off of this video? Oh, that's really disappointing. And the last question I was going to ask is Lisa going to do any jewelry unboxings in the near future? Woo, looks like you guys need to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to ensure that you get updates on all the videos as they come out. I think that's all I'm going to do with the Magic Ouija board. I think we need to say goodbye. Okay. Next, I'm going to go over just a mini script because, that's how it goes. I'm getting older. I can't keep this stuff straight. So first, we're going to talk about how to purchase. Now, at the beginning of this video, there was a quick flash of how to purchase from the video. You can pause on the video and get the information off of there. But basically, how to purchase is really easy. First of all, you have to email me at lcthriftedjewelry@gmail.com. In that email, I need certain information. I need the item number that you're wanting to purchase. I need your YouTube handle, your YouTube name, and I need your email for YouTube, so that I can send you a PayPal invoice for you to purchase. That's the only way that I do this right now. So I would send you the invoice and you can pay with either debit or credit card. I won't be able to see that information, so it's very safe. Second, I'd like to talk about pricing. So there's a couple different things on pricing and how I price. I take a lot of factors into consideration. I take the spot price of gold and silver into consideration. I take the rarity of the item into consideration. If it's antique, if it's vintage, if it's designer. Where I source those items is very important. I make sure, like, if I'm buying it online and I have to pay shipping and handling, or I go to a thrift shop 2 hours away from my house, all of that costs money. So I take that into consideration. And then lastly, I take into consideration what the items are actually selling for online. I do use eBay to check their sold list on certain items. I also use Google to Google items to see kind of what those price ranges are. And I try to keep my price ranges between uh, 25 to 75% lower than what those prices are. So there's a lot of factors that go into it. There are limitations. So some of the limitations is I am not a jeweler. And unfortunately, I can only go off of things that I've researched, things that I've learned, things that I've practiced. I do have items at my disposal, the Presidium Gem Tester too. I have the Key Gold Tester, and I also have acid testing for sterling silver, 10 karat, 14 karat, and 18 karat gold. But with this, there are limitations. So let me give you an example on the gem testing. I can test a stone and it can show up in what we call the diamond moissanite range. That's right here. But there's two things that I can't tell you. I can't tell you if it's lab created, and I can't tell you if it's a diamond or a moissanite. This machine doesn't give me that ability. And unless you are a gemologist, I would say that it would be very hard for me to 100% confirm that what I'm testing is a diamond and not a moissanite and is natural versus lab created. So that's just something to keep in mind. And last but not least, please, please, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. And share these videos, because without you guys, I don't have a platform in order to go through jewelry and look at it and sell it and enjoy it and talk about all the stuff that's involved with jewelry. So please make sure, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and share. Second thing I've noticed is I tend to repeat myself multiple times. I actually videotaped this yesterday, went through, cleaned it all up, and then realized that, wow, if I didn't repeat myself so much, maybe the video would have been shorter. So I will say this, guys, I am not perfect. And if you're coming into this video looking for a perfect video, I'm afraid you're in the wrong video. I'm learning. It takes anywhere from 90 to 180 days to really learn a system, a job, to get comfortable. So just bear with me, and we'll go ahead and get started. I've brought my numbers in. I am not looking to totally repeat myself, and I have a timer on for 1 hour, which I am going to start right now. The first item that I have for sale, everything in this video has been tested for sterling, acid tested, magnet test, and there are a couple pieces that are slightly magnetic, and we'll talk about that when we get to those items. So first I have these beautiful little, they're like a larger huggy hoop. They are marked SU925 India. The IN stands for India, so these were made in India. This is item number 1, and I am selling that for $10. Second item is going to be a ring. This is a sterling silver ring. It is a 6.5, or excuse me, a 6 1/4. It weighs 3.1 grams. This piece is marked inside with an AO, a Y in a box, and 0.925. And let me just see if I can find that for you. And I don't know how well you're going to be able to see these markings, but trust and believe, they are there. I have done my research. So again, this is going to be Celtic triad ring, beautiful, 6.5, 6 1/4, and this is number 2, and I'm going to do it for $12. See how I repeated myself there, guys? Don't worry, I'm going to get this down to a science. Next, I have a beautiful necklace. This is a Celtic knotwork necklace. The size on the chain, and the length on this is a 9 3/4 drop, which is about 18, almost 18 and a half. The size of the pendant is 1.5 inches. The stone in the middle tests in the diamond range. So this is either going to be a diamond or a moissanite. It is marked on the back, RJ. You can see right there, 925. Beautiful. This is going to be item number 3, and I am going to do this one for $30. Next item is another ring. Now, this ring is actually it is a designer. His name is Yitzhak Bia. I do not know if I'm saying that correctly. The company is the Israel company. He is a Judicial brutalist designer. This ring weighs 4.2 grams and the size is a 10.5. So I mean, I've seen a couple of his pieces and I think that they are stunning. He is a brutalist. This is a designer ring and a 10.5, and I'm going to do this ring for $50. There is a lot of sterling on this ring. Next, we have another ring. I do have a mix of rings and necklaces, so please bear with me. Oh, I didn't do the number on this one. My bad. This is going to be the Brutalist ring, number 4 for $50. My bad. See, I'm learning as I go here, people. Learning as I go. The next ring is a sea glass ring, and when I looked up the color on this ring, it was called celery sea glass, which I thought was adorable. I do really like the design on this. It is marked on the back, POK and 925. This is a size 6, which if it was a little bit larger, I would have probably kept it because I love sea glass. It is 2.09 grams of silver. Well, the whole thing weighs 2.9 grams. Remember, this piece of glass weighs a little bit too. This is item number 5, and I am doing the sea glass ring for $12. Celery sea glass. Oh, I don't want to do another ring. Let's get something other than a ring out. Here we go. These are gorgeous sterling silver earrings. Now, these are actually made, actually, let me see if I can get them to dangle right. These are actually made in India, but they do have a very native vibe to them. When I looked these up online, it it suggested that this was turquoise. It suggested that this was spiny oyster, and it suggested that these were probably opal. I don't know uh, how true that is. I can tell you that they do all test as stones. Together they weigh 5.0 grams. They're 2 inches in length, and they are marked YS India and 925 on the hook. And I will show you the hook. You're not going to be able to see it, but there's the mark. This is going to be number 6, and I am going to do these beautiful little earrings for $20. I think that they're just stunning. So I don't know what happened, but for some reason I lost number 8, and so I'm having to re-record it in case you guys see a little bit of a disparity. This is number 20. It is going to be number 8. This is slightly magnetic, and what I wanted to talk about here, because I have 2 bracelets that are slightly magnetic. You can see there's a slight magnetism there. I did a lot of research online, and while 925 silver is not magnetic, if another metal is used in conjunction with it, it can make it slightly magnetic. So what I'm going to do on this one, there are a couple other tests that you can do in order to determine if it is actually silver or if it's plated. So this has been acid tested. It did test as sterling silver, but there's a slight magnetism to it. So what does that mean? One of the other things that you can do, and please excuse, this is my polishing cloth, but another thing that you can do is you can take the bracelet and you can polish it to see if any black comes off, which is the tarnish. So that's what we're doing right now. We're polishing it up. See that black? If this was silver plated, it would not do that. So another test on top of acid testing and on top of the fact that it's slightly magnetic, just by running this polishing cloth down it, I can see that it is silver. So I feel comfortable selling this bracelet. It's a beautiful bracelet. I don't have the size of it. It might be like a 7.5. Yep, 7.5. It has beautiful tennis bracelet. Lovely. Does have open back, so you can clean the stones, so you can always keep it sparkly. This is a beautiful bracelet. This is going to be number 8, and I am selling it for $20, keeping in mind that this is slightly magnetic. I accidentally missed an item, so I am adding this clip back in. This is a beautiful garnet sterling silver ring with, I think those are grape leaves. It looks like grapes to me. Marquee set. This is an 8 1/4. Gorgeous ring, excellent condition. It is marked, it's 4.2 grams, and it is marked on the inside CCO Corporation. Let me see if I can get it right there. And so for this ring, I'm going to do this as number 9, and I'm going to do it for $22. Let's move that down so everyone can see. Number 9, $22. Next, I have a Ross Simmons bracelet. Ross Simmons is a very good brand. So let me show you the R that's on there. That indicates that it's Ross Simmons. This is 925 and it was made in China. These are illusion stones. So the jewelry, the silver is cut like there are stones, but there are no stones in it. This is a size 7 inches and weighs 15 grams. This is going to be number 10, and I'm doing this for $25. Next, I have a beautiful coral necklace. The fitting on this, which is the clasp, is sterling silver. It was acid tested. These are 3-strand coral, and you can see the pitting, uh, the natural pitting in it, which is indicative of coral. I do not know if these are sterling. They have not been tested. The only thing that I've tested is the clasp. So the beautiful necklace, 3-strand necklace, it is vintage because it is a early lobster clasp. So probably late 70s, early 80s. This is going to be number 11 for $15. And the length on this, the drop is actually 9.5 inches. And just so people are aware, this is a relatively heavy necklace. It does weigh 139 grams. So if you have problems wearing heavy chains around your neck, you may want to stay away from that piece. Next, I have a sterling silver. This is a snake chain. And this is a version of the evil eye, which I think is just beautiful. The actual stone on that is like it's like a violet blue purple. It is just a CZ. The drop on this is going to be 9.5 inches. Oh, I don't have the drop on this. I apologize. That was on the last one. Let's make sure I don't have it. So the length on this It is marked. It's going to be about 7.5 inches. This does not match. This was added after the fact to this. Um, it is marked 925. The chain is also marked 925. Let me see if I can pull that up. This is called a spring ring, which is older than the lobster clasp. So again, about 7.5 inches. This is going to be number 12. Oops. And I am going to do that for $32. I'm not doing very good on time here, guys. I'm trying. Next, what do we have? I'm going to try to stop saying next every time I pull a piece of jewelry out. So just bear with me. I don't know what I would say in its place, but what are you going to do? This is a marcasite ring. The cabochon in this is not stone. It is acrylic. This is a halo setting. All the marcasites are there. It is a size 8. So it's beautiful. It's 3.9 grams. And it is marked with an A and 925. It's upside down, but A925 on the inside. This is a beautiful ring, marcasites, number 13, and I'm going to do that for $22. This actually just fell out, so we'll do this one next. Now, I'm not 100% sure what they call the rings where the stones go all the way around, unless that's considered a halo. I don't know, but it is a beautiful ring. It is a size 9. So this is actually, I could wear it on that finger. This is a size 9. There are no missing stones. It is glass. The stones are glass. It weighs 3.2 grams. And it is marked on the inside. You can see Thailand there. And then it is marked A925. I don't know if that helps because I know my light's shining right on it. I'll have to adjust. The size 9 ring is going to be number 14, and I'm going to do that for $12. Beautiful ring, very sparkly. I have these beautiful earrings, and I could not tell you what the stone is on these. At first, I thought it was Larimar. Actually, from the picture that I saw before I purchased it, I thought it was Larimar, but it's not. It is stone. You can see the natural inclusion in the stone. They're gorgeous. They're like almost a mint aqua green. They are 2 inches. They are marked on the back. They have their backing, and they're marked NF925 Thailand. These weigh in at 18 grams. So that's 9.4 grams in each ear. These are going to be number 15, and I'm doing them for $20. Gorgeous. I wish I knew what the stones were. I'm not even going to try to guess. Maybe I'll do some research after the fact. If I find anything out, I'll I'll let you guys know down here. So this is a beautiful ring, and I know you guys have heard me talk before about Native American jewelry, and if it's not marked, then you can't call it Native American. This particular piece is indicative of a Zuni needlepoint cluster ring in turquoise. Something that's very uh, is found on a lot of Native American is see the teeth setting that they have on here. But again, this piece isn't marked, so I have to call it Southwestern. This is a 5.5, which I can barely get on my finger. but it is gorgeous. Beautiful piece. It does have a little bit of a split shank under there. It is 1.9 grams. This is going to be number 16, and I'm doing it for $45. Beautiful. I have a beautiful necklace. It is a cross with a stethoscope and a little CZ. The cross is in like a gold vermeil. The length on this is 9.5 inches. Both the pendant is marked and the chain is marked. This is a box chain, and there's the mark. CW. Beautiful for that doctor in your life. This is going to be number 17, and I'm going to do it for $25. Very pretty. Now we have a bracelet. So this is actually when I looked this bracelet up, I researched it, and it is actually marked DBJ. And so in the research, I found that DBJ was for D. Berkeley Jewelry, which is a vintage brand. These are little panthers. And when you look up these on um, secondhand like eBay and Etsy and stuff like that, they all list these as amethysts. So let's just go in and take a closer look. So I found out recently, and I mean they kind of look like amethysts. I found out recently I actually purchased a brooch that was 20 carats, had a 20 carat stone in it that was purple, and I was advised that it was an amethyst. So when I put it on the Presidium gem tester, it kept coming up under ruby and sapphire. So then I recalibrated, did it again, recalibrated, did it again, because I was like, it's not even showing up under amethyst, it's showing up under ruby sapphire. Anyway, so it turns out that alexandrite is will also test under ruby and sapphire, and is usually a purple with a blue shimmer to it. I can't tell you if these are lab created or if they are true alexandrite pieces. I will tell you that alexandrite is a little more expensive than, say, an amethyst. Even the lab created is worth a little bit more. So this is a 7 3/4. They are panthers. It is a D. Berkeley jewelry vintage. This is number 18, and I am doing it for $55. Beautiful vintage piece. And if you do see those online and they say amethyst, I would question it. I'm not sure if D. Berkeley used multiple stones. This is actually a Mylar of Italy. So the company has been, gosh, I think since the 1950s has been in production. This is marked Mylar, Italy 925. And if I were a betting woman, I would say that that was turquoise. This is stone. A lot of the stuff that I've read on turquoise does talk about the copper striations that you get in turquoise. So this definitely looks like that. I cannot confirm it because I am not a gemologist. What's really great about this necklace is that you can make it all one size, or you can put it into a wide drop, which I think this is the best way to wear it. It is quite a long chain. It's 17.5 inches, and it is marked Mylar and gold vermeil. This is going to be number 19, and I am going to do this for $25. Beautiful condition. There is no wear on the necklace at all. Now this piece is a little bit more expensive. I don't want anybody to panic. It is going to be $75, but let me explain. So this is a John Hardy, who is a designer, a John Hardy ring. And it is set in sterling silver. And here is 14 karat gold plate that is used in his rings. These rings sell online anywhere between $75 and $200 because it is a John Hardy. It is from his, he had a line of jewelry called JAI, and you can see the 14 karat in there, JAI and 925. Beautiful ring. This is going to be about a size 10. It's a substantial piece of silver. It's beautiful. So for the John Hardy ring, this is going to be number 20, and I'm going to do this for $75. This is silver and 14 karat gold plated. I have an Avon ring, and I honestly was not aware that Avon did anything in a sterling silver, but apparently they do. This ring is a 6.5. I can get it on that finger, but I don't know if I'll get it off, and I'm not willing to purchase this right now. I'm trying to sell it. It is 2.7 grams. Those are glass. They are not real. And it is marked Avon NV, and I believe the 925. So there's the Avon mark right there. And then there's the 925 and the NV. This is a beautiful ring. It is slightly adjustable, so the setting that it's at right now is about a 6.5. You could probably go a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller on this, but you don't want to misshapen it. This is going to be number 21, and I am doing the Avon ring for $15. And they are open back stones, so very easy to clean. Number 21, $15. And this is another ring, another company that I did not realize they did sterling silver, but they do. So this is an Alex and Ani, and they're known for their bracelets with the little hang tags. Their jewelry mostly is in a silver plate. This one is actually marked sterling. I don't even know if you guys can see that. I don't know if my camera is picking it up or not. These are glass stones, beautiful. The ring is a 7 1/4. It is called a bypass ring, which means that these are not connected and that can be stretched out a little bit if it needs to be. At its current size, it is a 7 1/4. It weighs 2.1 grams. So for the Alex and Ani, I'm okay. I got it. Alex and Ani sterling silver ring. This is going to be number 22, and I'm doing it for $8. I do have some sterling silver Alex and Ani bracelets. They will be coming up in a video soon. So this is the chain on this is an 11.5 inch chain, and it almost looks to me between a wheat chain and a box chain. This is a very heavy piece of silver. It is made out of Italy. You can see that there. It is marked on the clasp as well, and this was tested. 11.5 inches. This does weigh 24.1 grams. So if I do 24.1 grams and multiply it by the spot price, which is $150, it comes out to $37. So this I am selling at spot price for $37, and this is going to be number 23. These are great chains for heavier pendants, or if you prefer to wear the thicker chain. We have a pair of, these are beautiful. So these are Larimar. I actually bought, that the one pair that I showed you guys in the aqua that I thought were Larimar, but these ones are actually Larimar stone. They do test as stone. They are Larimar. They're both marked on the back with the 925. These are about 1.2 inches in length, and they weigh 2 grams, so they weigh about a gram a piece. So for the Larimar earrings, this is going to be number 24, and I am doing it for $15. They are beautiful. The stone Larimar is just gorgeous. I love the blues and the aquas. Those are my favorite. We have a ring. So I just want to say, let me just give my little 2 cents worth. This is gorgeous. It is just cubic zirconia. It is a size 8. Pear drop in a halo setting. Weighs 3.3 grams. It is marked S925 inside. Hopefully you guys can see that. S925. I don't wear diamond CZs, clear stones on just my ring finger. I wear them on any finger I want to because I just love diamonds and anything that looks like a diamond. So this is a beautiful ring. Don't just look at it as a ring finger ring. You can wear this on any finger and it's going to look amazing. So I am selling this beautiful ring for $23, and this is going to be number 25. It's cubic zirconia and the back is open, so you can clean the stone, which is great. I do actually go through and when I purchase rings, I do actually go through and clean the ones that are not abalone or pearl. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous pink quartz necklace. It does have a sterling setting, early lobster clasp. The length on this is 17.5 inches. It's quite long. I would say that you could probably double this if you wanted to wear like 2 different lengths. I do think that that's possible. These are chips, but they're not raw chips. They are actually polished. So for the rose quartz necklace, 17.5 inches, I'm going to do that for $9, and that's going to be number 26. It is marked 925 Thai FAS on the chain. I have another Ross Simmons bracelet. This one is also illusion stones, gold vermeil, sterling silver. You can see here the R for Ross Simmons 925 China. Looks very much like the last one. This is a size 7 and it is going to be 16.6 grams. They are illusion stones. I originally set this at $40, but I decided no, I'm going to do it at $25, which is a great price. This is going to be the Ross Simon bracelet, size 7, number 27 for $25. We're getting there, guys. We're getting down there. This piece, they are not all super expensive, guys. You have to I'm just pulling bits as I go. This is a super heavy sterling silver bracelet. I mean, it's got a lot of weight on it. These bracelets probably go for these probably go for anywhere from $120 to $200. This piece is marked 925, which you can see right there. It was acid tested. It is a 7.5 inch chain. The clasp does work and it fits nicely. It is 42.9 grams, and because of that, I'm selling it at spot. So if I take the 42.9 grams and I multiply it by $1.50 per gram, it comes out to 64.35, but I round it up to 65. Excellent price. Anybody interested in this beautiful sterling silver bracelet? This is going to be number 28 and it's going to be $65. You cannot beat those prices. So I believe that this is probably a turquoise. This is stone. It does have like the little copper pieces in it, but I cannot tell you if it is or is not true turquoise. This particular chain is actually 8 inches. It weighs 18.7 grams. And you will notice that up here, it does have the word, let me get it to the beginning, sterling on both. This is something that Native American jewelry has used in the past a lot. You know, usually if I see a piece with this, I'm going to take a second look at it because it's probably going to be Native American, especially with the word sterling spelled out. It is a hook clasp, so it is more vintage. The unfortunate thing about this is it's not signed, and so because of that, I can't call it Native American. It is going to be a beautiful, what I think may be turquoise bracelet. I'm going to do this number 29, and I'm going to do it for $45. Absolutely stunning. It's just such a shame when I find the pieces and they're not marked. Because the Native American jewelers are amazing. We have another necklace. I actually have 2 tags for this one for the chain and one for the actual pendant. So this is a box chain. Let me see if I can get there's the tag. It is marked SA925. And then this is actually marked, where are you marked? Well, give me a second, guys. It is marked because I see the S925 on here, but I just can't find it right now. But it was acid tested. This is CZ in a halo setting. Gorgeous. This weighs 1.2 grams and the chain weighs 1.6 grams. The length on it is a 9 1/4. So for the beautiful sterling with the open back, so very easy to clean, this is going to be number 30 and I'm going to do it for $22. I feel like my voice is boring you guys. Oh my god, if I start putting people to sleep, please let me know, because I can certainly spunk it up a little bit. I just don't want to scare people away. You know, sometimes they call me crazy. We have another bracelet, sterling silver and garnet, and this is gorgeous. There are no garnets. There's no garnets missing, but there's also no marcasites missing. And, you know, with marcasite jewelry, it's very possible, especially if you're getting it second or third hand, that some of those are missing. It is marked in here, 925. The clasp works really well on it. The size of it is a 6.5 inches. It weighs 16.2 grams. The length on this one, I did do the length on it, so it is 7 inches, but because it's a little chunkier, um, when I do the measuring, it comes out just a little bit less. So even though this is a 7-inch chain, with the amount of chunk that you have on there, you're really probably not going to go past a 6.5. Just something to keep in mind. This is a beautiful bracelet. This is going to be number 31, and for the garnet and marcasite bracelet, I'm going to do $40. We have a pair of, these are beautiful too. So these actually test in the diamond range. Oh my lord, I cannot function with nails, people. It's just not. It's just not. I'm gonna have to take the nails off. You're just gonna have to live with my crappy artist nails, because I can't function with nails on. These are press-ons. I thought I'd put them on for the aesthetic of the video, but yeah, it's just not gonna happen. So these are a gold vermeil. They do test in the diamond range. They are 2.8 grams. They're like almost like a half hoop, almost like a half hoop. You can see the marking on the back here. It is marked JWBR. B is in Bravo, R is in Romeo, 925. They don't have the backs. Any of the earrings that don't have backs, I am more than happy to supply the silicone backs. A lot of times these earrings do not come with the backs, and you can also see there that it is marked 925. These are beautiful. These are going to be $30, and this is going to be number 32. Those are really nice. And if they're diamonds, you're getting an amazing deal, because I would have sold them definitely for more if I'd known if they were lab created versus uh, real diamonds versus moissanites. Next, we have this beautiful pair of sterling silver mother of pearl earrings. These are a Bali style earring. Um, they are marked on the ear wires 925, and only one of the earrings is marked 925. So if you were to lose this one, that you would never know that this one was 925. I don't even know if it has it on the, yeah, it does have it on the ear wire, but it does not have it on the back. There's no mark back there. Anyway, these are about 2 inches, Bali style mother of pearl. These are going to be number 33, and I'm selling them for $32. They're a pretty heavy silver. They weigh 9.49 grams. My timer went off saying that I went over an hour. So don't panic. This is a garnet, and it is a 10 karat gold signet ring, and it is marked in here. Get the right. It is marked 10 karat gold with a star. See it right there. This was tested at a pawn shop. I did take it in, and they tested it in their $50,000 machine for me. So it is absolutely 10 karat gold. It weighs 6.5 grams. I took a gram off for the stone. You can see that it is a bezel cut underneath. but on the top it's like smooth. It's awesome. Signet ring, probably from the 1960s or 70s. Um, I am selling this one for $280, which is, I took the spot price. Um, the spot price on 6.5 grams is going to be just over 300. It's like $309, but I took a gram off for the stone, for the weight of the stone. So I am selling this for $280. So beautiful 10 karat gold signet ring. This is going to be number 34, and I'm selling it for $280. You guys know I love to say Connemara marble. If anybody saw my first video, I think I said it like 1,000 times. This is a sterling silver Connemara marble uh, cross. It is marked on the bail, and I believe that it is, I want to say that those are Irish markings. I'm not sure if they are American. Anyway, it's beautiful. This is 8.2 grams. The chain does have SW925 Italy, and there are 3 marks on here for the bail. I don't have a length on it, but I think it's almost 8 inches, and the pendant is probably going to be about 1.5 inches. Beautiful. This is going to be number 35, and I am doing it for $22. Whoops. Not if I drop it and break it, but yeah. Okay. My dog has come in here. I'm sure you can hear him clip-clopping down the hallway. This is a ring. It is a size 10. This is going to be number 36 for $32. This does test under diamond and moissanite. It is marked with an R in here and 925. I don't know if you guys can see that. I might have to adjust my lighting on my next video. Anyway, 3 stones. They do test under diamond moissanite, number 36, and it's going to be $32. And the size on this ring, it is a size 10, which fits me perfectly. Just saying. All right. You know, it's a good job I don't wear a lot of jewelry, because I would never give away half of this stuff. Next, we have a mylar bracelet from Italy. This is a mixed metal bracelet. This is slightly magnetic, and we talked about the magnetism on bracelets. It is a mixed metal. I do believe that that is a gold vermeil, and I decided to use my polishing cloth to see if I could take some of the patina off. If this were plated, it would not do that, and this absolutely does take the patina off. So I am comfortable selling this as sterling silver. It has been acid tested. While it is slightly magnetic, I also cleaned it to see if I could get any of the tarnish off. Again, this is a mylar. This is going to be number 37, and I'm selling it for $35. The size on this is a size 7, and it weighs 16.8 grams. Beautiful. This is a more vintage piece for mylar. They actually don't have these. These are actually from about the 1980s. I would say they were very popular. I have another ring. Guys, I can't do it with the nails. Ah. This is a beautiful, this is CZ. These are CZ. Two little pear-shaped on the sides there. It does have a halo around it, and it is a gorgeous color blue. I would say simulated topaz, but it's not topaz, it is CZ. This is marked on the inside, IBB CN. So IBB stands for the International, I think Bullion Brokers is what they are. I don't know if you can see the IBB in there. And then CN would be that it was made in China, and of course 925. This is a size 7. Fits beautifully. Really good condition. And I am going to sell this ring. This is going to be number 38, and I am selling it for $18. Absolutely gorgeous, and it is open back, so very easy to clean these stones. You wouldn't believe how dirty some of these stones are when I pick them up. I do like to clean all of my rings if I can clean them. You can't clean pearls, and you've got to be very careful with abalone and mother of pearl. So I usually don't clean those in soap and water, but other stones I will, not opals. This is a Pura Vida, so that is another brand of ring. I actually have some more of these coming in as we speak. Pura Vida is a great brand. It is a 5 1/4. It weighs 0.7 grams, and I'm looking for the marking. It is marked Pura Vida. Ooh, there it is. Beautiful, beautiful wave ring. It reminds me of the Japanese waves for like tattoos and stuff. This is gonna be number 39, and I am selling this for $10. And if you're interested, I think a couple of the other Pura Vida ones that I have coming in are different colors. So this one is more of a rose gold, and then I think I have a silver and a yellow gold coming in. So, or yellow gold color. They're all sterling. I have another ring. This is a size 6, and this is abalone. It is inlaid. Beautiful ring, weighs 2 grams. It is marked MS on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. It's possible that I have it upside down too. MS stands for Masala. That is a manufacturing company that does a lot of sterling silver rings. They've been around for quite some time. So for the abalone ring, which is absolutely gorgeous, it's going to be $13, and this is going to be number 40. You will see a lot of rings that are marked with the masala symbol, the MS. So this ring is actually made in Thailand. It is 925. I believe that this is probably a QVC ring. A lot of their jewelry is made in Thailand and or China. This is a size 10. It weighs 6.9 grams. And for this one, it is marked NF and Thailand. All the marcasites are there. It's a pretty hefty ring. It's got a lot of sterling silver on it. And I believe he's got little blue stones. I don't believe that those are marcasites. They could very well be sapphires, but don't quote me on it unless I wanted to turn on the Presidium. I can do that too. We won't do that because this is a sale, but just trust and believe there's 2 little baby blue stones in there. Beautiful ring, heavy silver. This is going to be number 41. This is going to be $28. And remember, size 10. So it's a pretty big ring. Lots of sterling on that one. We have another ring. This one is actually a moonstone. So these are spinner rings. You know, for those fidgeters in your life that like to uh, constantly be moving something. You can see the blue flash in the moonstone, which is, you know, the blue flash is indicative of a moonstone. The size on this is going to be 6.5. It is beautifully designed with like little lotus leaves, almost paisley. It is a beautiful design. This is a 6.6 grams. It is moonstone, and I am going to do this as number 42 for $20. Excellent condition. I have a piece that I'm keeping for the end. Ah, I make myself laugh. So these are sterling silver marcasite earrings. I will provide the backs because these do not have backs on them. These are not marked, but I did acid test for sterling, and they are sterling. This stone actually tests under chrysoprase, nephrite, and emerald. If I were to guess, I would probably say that it was a chrysoprase uh, stone. But again, you know, I only get so much from the presidium. These are a 1 1/4 1 1/4 inch in length. I'm going to do this. This is going to be number 43, and I am doing these for $16. They are absolutely gorgeous. Very Victorian style, and I love that. I do love the Victorian era jewelry for sure. I have another ring here. This is actually about 2 carats. This is a size 6. It is a peridot. Also, you know, for greenstones, this does actually mark under chrysoprase, emerald, and nephrite. But I'm pretty sure it is a peridot. It does have a split shank. There's a lot of silver on this one. I'm actually not going to force that on my finger because I won't be able to get it off. It is 4 grams. The stone is about 2 carats, and it is signed HT 925 China. So there's China. And then there's the HT, oops, HT 925. This is going to be number 24 or 44, and I am going to do this for $20 to make it a shorter video. This is also beautiful. Now these are CZ, but this is this chain is marked 925, and both of the pendants are hooked on the chain. You can see there. So they are a part of the chain. This is considered a celestial necklace. These are not real diamonds. They are CZs. The size of this is 9 inches, and this particular piece is 3/4 of an inch. I am going to do this number 45, and I'm going to do it for $25. Great celestial necklace for the moon and the star. Where's my Game of Thrones people? Isn't he my moon, my star? Something to that effect. I don't know. It was something off of Game of Thrones. I don't know. This is an amethyst. This is an amethyst heart. It does test as amethyst. I believe that there is a stone right here, but everything else on here is illusion. I think that there's like, yeah, there's like one stone in there on each. Well, you know, I say that, and then I look at it without my loop, and I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me Yeah, there is a stone in there on both sides. I don't know what those stones are. They've never been tested. This is a amethyst. It is marked FD925, and I don't have a size on this. This is probably going to be about a 5 3/4 to a 6. Maybe a 6 to a 6 1/4. Beautiful ring. Almost a split shank. This is going to be number 46, and I am doing this for $17. Whoops. Unless I throw it on the floor and can't find it. For some reason, I tend to lose these little number things. It's ridiculous. This is going to be my last piece, you guys. Oh no. No, it is my last piece. I lied. This is absolutely stunning. I did actually purchase this in an estate sale, and I have done the research on it. This is actually uh, Baltic amber in an ombre style, sterling silver. You see the little Baltic amber up here too. Just so that you guys can see what I see, I am going to do the Baltic amber test, the black light. You can see the glow. This is actually made by a company, and I think their name is Top Rock. Yeah, or Top Rock. And Top Rock, they make a lot of their Baltic amber jewelry out of the Congo. This is a gorgeous piece. It is sterling silver. And personally, I love the Art Nouveau on this. I think it's just fabulous. The back is marked 925. Um, that piece is marked 925. And there is a maker's mark on here. I don't know if that's the Top Rock maker's mark. On their website, I could only find this and the earrings. So this is a fabulous necklace. This is going to be number 47. It is 7 1/4 inches long with a 2-inch extender. It is Baltic amber, and I am going to do that for $48. $48 is a awesome price for that. Awesome, awesome. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I have for the sterling silver sale. If you see anything in this video that you liked, remember that I go from a first come, first serve basis. So if people are watching the video and they say, ooh, I really like number one, and they send me an email and I get that email, but you watch the video all the way through and then you send me a request for number one, the person who sent it first is going to get the item. That's the easiest way that I can do it. So if you do see pieces that you want to purchase, definitely shoot me an email at lcthriftedjewelry@gmail.com. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the notification. There's going to be a lot more content coming, including sales. We're going to look at Victorian jewelry, antique jewelry, just all kinds of stuff. I thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click the notification, and I really appreciate you. Have a great day.